For detailed phonetic transcription, we need to know more than only segmental symbols. And that's an important requirement within phonetics and phonology. Because at times, we are concerned with something more than only segments. There is a term which is used in such a transcription, and the term is diacritics. Diacritics are basically those small markers, those very short symbols, which are at times applied above or maybe below or through those IPS symbols, right? You might have seen something like a very small h, right? Or maybe something like a tilde above a segment, right? So these are basically diacritics. And diacritics are really important because at times there are modifications which are, in addition to segments, those modifications are involved. And like for showing something like co-articulation or maybe something like secondary articulation, when there is some overlapping, maybe in some cases when one sound is not yet finished, but the second sound is starting. So this modification or this overlapping basically, that needs something more than only segmental symbols, right? So those modifications are shown through diacritics, and there is a wide range of diacritics, right? Because at times when there is something newly discovered maybe, or something in addition to those primary segments, then phoneticians, they want to apply some addition to the already existing segmental symbols and also those available modification marks, right? So that there is a wide range, and IPA has given a chart for diacritics. You might have seen it from the main page of IPA. So let me just introduce to the list which is given for diacritics. This is the list where diacritics are given. You can see here the first one, which is voicelessness, right? This voicelessness symbol is placed below a segment, like this n. N is by default, voiced sound, okay? Or like d, which is by default, again, like n, a voice sound. But in some contexts, these sounds are voiceless. So this voicelessness is shown by putting this small circle. This small circle is put below those segments, right? So that is the sign of voicelessness, and this is voiced, right? Then this small h symbol, h, basically this is h. So this small h symbol, it is placed above a sound, like this is t, right? So this t is aspirated. This is the symbol of aspiration. And then there are more, but some are more important than others. So let me just mention some of those important ones. Like this syllabic symbol is very important. This is a small vertical line which is placed below, a segment. Like this n is, in some particular context, it is syllabic, right? Like in the case of student, so the last n is syllabic. So there is syllabic symbol which is placed below this n. And then this rhoticity is also very important. This is a tilde which is placed at the end of the segment. Like this is a vowel which is rhoticized vowel. And this is again same case but for another vowel, r, because there is the attachment of r at the end of this vowel, right? And then there are some more placements. You see, this is labialized modification, labialized, and that labialized is above any segment. Like in this case, this is tw and dw, right? So this is the diacritic which is used for labialization. And other than that, labialization, there are possibilities like this is velarization, right? And there is another, symbol, diacritic, which is used also for velarization. So these two are for velarization. And this velarization symbol is placed through a symbol, all right? Then there are some other possibilities. You can go through them. Some more important one are like this dental symbol, right? This is like, a tooth symbol, right? It is placed below a symbol. Like this is th, not the traditional t, but th, because the th is dentalized, right? So that is the dental modification which is shown through this. and then apical when a sound is spoken from the tip of the tongue, right? So that apical modification is given that reverse dental sign, and this is laminal. One more important one is this tilde, which is placed above a segment. In this case, it is a, right? So this a, otherwise it is a, but this is made nasalized in this context. So these are some of the important diacritics, and you can go through them. That's available from the main page of IEPA. And these diacritics are really important for the students of phonetics and phonology to learn them and then to acquire them and also to use them when a detailed, narrowed transcription is done.